So today I'm going to show you how to modify some common household gloves to help your child be more successful and confident at catching a ball with two hands. So before we begin, I'm going to show you a couple of things we're going to need to modify these gloves. So first, you want to go ahead and find some common household gloves. These can be some work gloves, some winter gloves, or some gardening gloves. So I'm going to show you the gloves I have with me. So I got these at the 99-cent store. They're just some common work gloves. These will fit my hands, but probably not your child's. I also found these winter gloves at the 99-cent store. These will work for your child, as well as some children's gardening gloves. These are my son's, so we already had these. But I think you can find these at the 99-cent store or even Target or Walmart. And if you don't have any common household gloves at home, you can always use an old pair of socks. You're also going to need some Velcro tape. Now, I'm pretty sure you can find this at Target, Walmart, or like Michael's maybe, like a craft store. But I got mine at Amazon, and I got a roll because I wasn't sure how much I was going to need because I have a couple of gloves to modify. But you can get away with a smaller pack since you'll probably only be modifying one pair of gloves for your child. You're also going to need a pair of scissors so that you can cut the Velcro tape into the sizes you need. And last, you're going to want a ball big enough to catch with two hands. So the one I have today, I got at the 99-cent store. I thought it was great because it's big enough to catch with two hands. It's lightweight. I thought a child would be less afraid to attempt to catch a ball being thrown at them if they knew it wasn't going to hurt them in case they miss. So a ball like this is pretty good for the activity we're going to be doing later on. To begin, we're going to first open up our Velcro tape. Put this inside. You want to identify the soft side of the Velcro tape because that's what we're going to be putting on the ball. And then you also want to identify the rough part of the Velcro tape. That's going to be going on the gloves. You want to go ahead and separate the two. I have a big roll. You'll probably have a smaller pack, but I got a big roll because I have a couple of gloves to modify. So you want to go ahead and separate the two sides. I'm going to put the soft side to the side over here because we're going to use that for the ball. And right now we need the rough side because we're going to go ahead and modify our gloves. I'm going to go ahead and modify the gardening gloves first. So you want to measure out at least 2 strips that will be able to fit onto the glove. You want to grab your scissors and you want to cut. You want to do that for both sides. And I think about 2 strips should be good enough. It's just enough so that, you know, they have some surface of Velcro tape on their gloves to catch the ball, which will have the soft side that will stick right to it. Okay, so we'll put this to the side, and then now you want to go ahead and remove the sticky part on the back of the Velcro. A little tub, you just got to pull a little corner. And then you want to go ahead and place it on the inside, the palm side of the glove. So I'm going to go ahead and put this here, running down the pinky side. And then I'm going to grab another strip. And I'm going to put this on the middle finger side. So I think 2 strips is enough. If when you go to do the activity, it's not enough, you can always add a 3rd strip on the side. So I'm going to go ahead and do the other side of the glove. So now I'm going to unstick this other one, and I'm going to put it again, going down like the pinky side. And then I'm going to grab the last strip I cut, and I'm going to put that going down like the middle finger part of the glove. So now we've put 2 strips on our gardening gloves, and I'm going to go ahead and add Velcro tape to my other gloves just so I can show you a variety for later. that we finished modifying our gloves with the rough side of the Velcro tape, we want to go ahead and prepare our ball that we're going to use during our activity. So I'm going to go ahead and grab our ball. This is mine. And I've already cut the soft side of the Velcro tape into little pieces. So I'm going to go ahead and apply these pieces to the ball. And you want to put it all around. Now that we finished modifying our ball with the soft Velcro strips on it, we're pretty much almost ready to go outside to do our activity. But before we go, our activity is going to consist of 3 areas from which your child will catch from. I have some poly spots to mark off the 3 areas, but I know most of you won't have these. This is what I'm going to use. You could also use some cones to mark off your 3 areas. Or if you don't have either, you can get some chalk at the 99-cent store and you can make some lines on the floor for your child to know where they're going to stand from. So I'll see you guys in a couple of minutes outside. Hey everyone, so we've made it outside. So for our activity today, we're going to be doing underhand throw to our child from 3 different areas. So to set up for our activity, you want to go ahead and place a marker from where you're going to be throwing at. That's going to stay consistent because you want to throw from there every single time you throw to the child. You're going to go ahead and mark off 3 areas, 1, 2, and 3. These areas will be 5 feet apart. So the first marker is 5 feet apart, the second marker is 10 feet apart, and the third marker is 15 feet apart. I used a measuring tape to measure, but you can always take steps if you don't have a measuring tape. And that would be 5 steps forward for each marker. And remember, if you don't have any of these kind of markers, you can always use chalk or anything you can find to put a distinct mark on the floor so your child knows where to stand. So here are a bit of rules. So for the thrower, you're always going to stand at the cone. For the first station, which is 5 feet apart, the child would use both modified gloves from that station. For the second station, which is 10 feet apart, they would take off 1 glove and only use 1 glove to catch the ball being thrown at them. And for the very last station, that's 15 feet away, you want to go ahead and have them wear no gloves at all for that station. Also, for each station, you want to go ahead and throw the ball 10 times to your child. Out of the 10 times, they need to catch it at least 7 or more in order to advance to the next station. And you want to do that for each station. Okay, so now we're ready to start our activity. So remember, if you're going to be the thrower, you want to stand at your first marker. My first marker is my cone, so I'm going to stand here. And your child, you want to have them stand at the first station, which is 5 feet away. And that 5 feet away, they want to be wearing 2 of the modified gloves. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and underhand throw 10 times to your child. And they need to catch at least 7 of them to advance to the next station. Now that he's caught all 10 catches thrown at him, we're going to go ahead and let him advance to the next station. At the next station, you want to have your child remove 1 of the gloves and put it down to the side. And they'll only be wearing 1 glove for this station. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and start. out of 10 throws thrown at him. So he's allowed to move on to the next station. So now he's gonna move on to the last and final station, which is 15 feet away. At this station, you wanna have them remove their other glove and place it down on the floor. And now they have no gloves on. Show your hands. And you wanna go ahead and start this one. And again, it's 10 throws. As you can see, he only caught 6 out of 10 throws thrown at him. So he didn't quite pass that station because you need 7 or more to pass that station, but that's okay. What you can do is you can have your child move back to the previous station, which was 10 feet away, and you can have them put on a glove back on and have them practice at that station again. So let's talk about some modifications. So let's say your child's having a hard time catching with one glove from the 10 feet station or with no gloves from the 15 feet station. That's okay. You can have them wear both modified gloves at all stations until they feel comfortable doing the stations at the rules they're supposed to be. Also, if the stations are too easy for your child, you can go ahead and add a further distance for each station. So instead of 5, 10, and 15 feet away, you can maybe do 10, 15, and 20 feet away. So those are some ways you can modify this activity for your children. I want to thank you guys all for joining me today. I hope my activity was fun and easy to do. Remember, you could always use an old sock to modify as a glove, and you could also use chalk to make your markings on the floor. You don't have to have a gardening glove or a work glove, or even the cones or the poly spots. You find whatever you can to make it work. And again, I hope you guys had fun during my activity, and I hope you and your child enjoy it. Thank you very much.